Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to have another young Indian with us, part of the Voice of the Young series. Right now, we have with us Shrishti Singh. Let's listen to her. Over to you, Shrishti.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving the opportunity to speak on this wonderful platform. And I've been following these Vidpeds for a long time now. So it was quite exciting to watch different people from different domains talk about what they do and their experiences. So to start with me, my name is Shrishti Singh, and I have recently graduated from University of Delhi with an economics major. And I passed out from school with PCM and economics as my stream. And many people still ask me that why did you take PCM if you weren't going to pursue engineering? But I had a pretty basic elimination concept for stream back then because I was like, I cannot do commerce and I didn't want to pursue arts that much. So PCM was the only option left for me. And I started studying in Delhi only from 9th standard. And before that, I have studied in different schools in different parts of the country, which has been quite an interesting and giving experience. In school, I was an average kid, but I was also eager to participate in co-curriculars, which are mainly dance and theater. To talk about it more, dance was mainly semi-classical and classical, and along with that, theater, it was different nukkad nataks and mimes and plays, which I was a part of in school. And when I think about those days of endless practices and staybacks at school, it's full of so many weird but great memories. So I'm quite thankful for that I was a part of it. Okay, so coming to college, since ours was a COVID batch, the batch of 2021 in school, we didn't have much control over our admissions into colleges as we didn't appear for CUET or any such exams or entrances. Thankfully, I got into DU with a degree of my choice, which was economics honors. And from then on, I was absolutely pulled into that world, which was actually scary for me in the very beginning, but later I got a hang of it. And not just with academics, but even extracurriculars. I was a part of different societies in my college. At first, I got into CDF, Connecting Dreams Foundation of my college, which has different projects under it. And its purpose is to tackle community based SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, and focus on the sustainable solutions for different and targeted communities. And I was the team head, and the project was named Project Anayat, which aimed at empowering women and tackling hunger. So, as the team lead in the second year of my college, along with my team, I did immense research and field visits to different bastis in Delhi to talk to the women and understand their dreams and requirements along with the situation at hand. So the entire experience was quite wholesome. Okay, along with that, I was also a part of economic society of my college from the very first year, starting from being a volunteer, then heading on to being the public relations head, and finally securing the position of vice president in my final year. It was quite a journey actually, because I was surrounded with so many people who were equally passionate about economics and the way in which it is affected by events and also affects us in different ways. So the whole process of ideating and coming up with different and interesting ways to gain knowledge and even engage more with the subject practically and in real life was quite amazing. And at cases, the Economic Society of the college, we would try to come up with fun interactive setups that would help us understand the subject more accurately without it being monotonous and also different from the lectures that we were actually taking in college. So each of these were a huge part of our learning, because we would get to figure out so much about how to manage a team and organize events, be creative, and execute the whole stuff and the ideas, and also tackle the last minute problems that would come up. So this was a huge part of my college experience as well. apart from that, I'd like to talk about the few internships that I could juggle along with college. Firstly, I was an intern at Niti Aayog, where I conducted research about comparative study of Vietnam with India on the manufacturing paradigm over the key growth drivers and also India's manufacturing ecosystem post 1991. Later on, I also interned at Ernst & Young, and I worked with the most influential people on building a semiconductors and EV ecosystem for Telangana. And in the tenure of my internship, I conducted research and did market analysis. I also researched its market in India, semiconductors market in India, policies formulated in Telangana, and the exponentially increasing possibilities and existing projects. And at the end of the year, I also had the opportunity to work as a volunteer at UN SCAP. During the period, I was engaged with SCAP RDTII, which is the Regional Digital Trade Integration Index in the Trade Policy and Facilitation section of Trade, Investment and Innovation Division of SCAP. So my primary responsibility there was to assist in verifying digital trade regulatory data specific to India. And there I met a lot of people from different countries who were presenting data for their own countries. So that was quite a learning experience. And to sum up my undergrad experience till now, it was chaotic, it was hectic, but to balance it out, it was extremely fun. And moreover, it contributed a lot towards my personality because I'm an introvert who is still learning to talk to people without any hesitation. But going out there, coordinating with different project managers and people at different levels in their professions was quite exhilarating and thrilling. So, yeah, that's about it for my undergrad experience. And right now, like I mentioned, I graduated and finally exploring various career prospects. I would further like to study economics, and so applications and entrances was mainly what this year has been about till now, and I'm still waiting on calls. And along with that, I'm also applying for internships.
Okay, you didn't tell us the name of your college.
Okay, so I was from Kalindi College, University of Delhi.
Okay, good. Because, you know, I know it, but we should have it here as to where you went to.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. All right. So it seems like, you know, college has really helped you a lot in many ways. You gave up sort of the dance and other things that you used to do, but
Yes.
you have shifted to more, what should I say, academic or practical, non sort of entertainment things like, you know, your internships. Was it hard work there in those two?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Was it hard work?
I was still learning a lot of the professional work, and it was all new to me because I did those two internships and the period was quite nearby. So I didn't have time to actually sit down and process what I did there and whatnot. So it was back to back, but I learned a lot. And yes, it was hard work at first, and I tried to understand a lot of things, a lot of the administrative process, but later it got easy to handle.
And people you were working with, were they helpful, or and did they have time for you, or how was it?
So all my internships, Touchwood, have been really great, and the people were extremely helpful and supportive because they knew I was still in college and I didn't have much experience. So they would sit down with me and tell me each and every tiny detail and what I needed to do so that the process that I was executing was not wrong. So yeah, they were all really supportive.
Okay, wonderful. Anything else you want to tell us? It's on your mind?
So, like I said, I'm still exploring on various career prospects, and I have homed upon climate finance. I'm really passionate about it because it stems from a deep-seated commitment to finding sustainable solutions that bridge the gap between economic growth and environmental preservation, because I know it's a hot topic now to discuss about, but and everyone, every company, even the government across the globe is talking about it. But I was actually passionate about it way before, and I could see the problems which were there in my household with just the single use plastic, or the presence of plastic in every other aspects of our life. And it's not just about plastics, it's about the emissions, it's about how we live, electricity, everything. So that troubled a lot to me, and I thought, if I'm so passionate about it and I have studied economics, and I can say I understand the economics part of it little bit, so I think, yeah, that would be a great career prospect for me. And it's still new, so I'm still figuring out what all job roles are there for me where I could explore more and be a part of the implementation process, not just in India but across the globe. So yeah, that's what I'm researching about.
Okay, but does your college have placements if uh, you didn't take part in them, or it doesn't have placements?
It does have placements, but this year, due to some technical reasons, the placement fair was not held for our batch. It was there for our previous batch, but it wasn't there for our batch.
So, but you were not looking to get a job right away.
No, not now, sir, because I think I'd like to understand practical economics more, because right now I only have the theoretical knowledge. And yes, I would like to implement it as soon as possible, but I really need to have more knowledge. So that's why I want to pursue economics, masters in economics, and then go ahead with the job that I'm looking for.
Okay, fine. Do you have any tips for young people younger than you?
Tips for
Yeah, like who are in 11th or 12th, thinking what to do. So, do you have any tips for them?
So for people who are in 11th and 12th, I'd just like to say that I was restricted in certain domains. For example, I like dance, I enjoyed dance and theater. I'm talking about the extracurricular part of it. So I was just, in that domain only. I did not explore more. And I wish I had explored, because now that I look at different extracurricular activities, hobbies, and everything, it's much more interesting and it's so much wide, and it gives you a lot of insights into how you can manage things. And it's not just about what you do with your leisure time. All of those activities that you do in extracurriculars help you a lot in your academics as well, because it builds your personality and it also shapes your thoughts. So explore different things, don't be adamant on just one thing, or obviously do what interests you the best, but explore first. And yeah, don't take so much pressure, just go along with it, do what you love to do and focus on what you can actually do, understand your capacity, and then work on it.
Okay, that sounds very wise. You have managed to implement it also, and you are ready to do something with your knowledge in the real world. That's, I think, what you want to be, to do something that's good for society or for the country and all. So, are you optimistic overall, or you feel that you you are just one person? What can you do?
Oh, right now I'm the second part of what you said, because I'm waiting for admissions and applying for internships, and I really want to get back to my hobbies that I used to do in school and all of that. So it's all very mixed up right now, and I would like to, mainstream it and streamline into it and be optimistic about it. I'm trying to be optimistic, but yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to add here?
Nothing as like that. So because I've mentioned everything that I could about my school, college, and my future goals.
All right, fine. So shall we end it here today?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So I'll be back with another young person or an expert or a young expert soon. Bye till then. Bye, everybody.